say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will be first on the attack. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time. We'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. But what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
The number one objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Well, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Back to throw. It's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
They punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Colorado State. We've got our eye on this one and everything
7 will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to keep running. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run.
Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Here's a hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! Fit it in the window for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Buying some time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the tight end. The corners are walked up tight. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him! Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back on the option to give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, when you think about it, he's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
They'll give it to him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Hold on just a second. Flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here's the return from inside his 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Bunch formation for these receivers. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, and the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double-team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up into the 26 with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. We've got our eye on things.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Running to Green. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
On the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, running back on the move. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Underwood. That's reeled in, it's Morgan. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them a education.
He'll keep it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking for space. It's Buckley. Nice move there. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown Wolverine! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Connection to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st down here for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check. Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drive, more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's see what they do on third down. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.